Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a one chunk challenge so I can build inside this singular chunk. And just to show you, I've already built a border around this one chunk. Now I can build up as high as I want or as low as I want, and I can build on the border but not past it. So those are the rules. Let's get straight to it. So basically what I want to do for this build is kind of like a big tower that looks like Howl's Moving Castle, right? Kind of has that type of feeling. But it's gonna be a tower for like farmers, because this is gonna be like a civilization that's built up in a tower, and they're trying to save as much land as they can for crops and wheat and stuff. So I'm gonna like duplicate this at the end to make like a little scenic area. But there's always this hard start where it's like, where do I begin? So that's what we're gonna have to figure out now. So I'm thinking that this layer here is gonna be like for roofs and stuff, and like all of the parts of building and stuff is gonna be on this inner layer here. But I also want this feeling that it was made by the people, so it's gonna be kind of like chunked up. So here's gonna be the entrance to my tower or town tower thingy. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be called. Also, the power of stairs is incredible. I think this tower needs to have this feeling of like I said before, the Howl's Moving Castle, but it needs to be like crowded and stuff so that they save as much space. I don't know. I'm basing this off of like my own type of storyline. I really don't know how to shape after this, like how to shape the rest of it, so I'm gonna be back after I kind of start with the first layer of this tower. So I started figuring out the shape of this build, and I realized that there needed to be a bigger range of a block palette, right? So this is where I kind of experimented. Took me a while to figure out how this would fit in. So here I kind of put a spruce log to define this build here and this one over here. And I put, how would I say, I put this roof here so it can kind of, I don't know, I'm trying to make it to where each kind of like little house that's put here isn't just one large one from the outside, because that's not how I want it to look. Also, I've decided that I'm gonna do the interior as well, so this is how it looks as of right now. Go up here, and this is kind of like our first little house. Probably like for a guard, since the entrance is right next to it. But I still need to figure out what needs to go in the back. Oh, I know. So farmers, they have what? These corn silos? I think I'm gonna add one or two of those in the back here, and then have builds go off of that, just to fit in with the idea that it's gonna be for farmers, like a farming village and stuff. So I'll get back to you later. Alright, update check. So I built two silos here in the back with packed mud. I just looked up silos because I had no idea what block to use for this. That would make sense with this type of block palette. And that's what I came up with, packed mud. And when I saw like the old versions of silos, they had these like kind of like rusty colors. So that's the closest thing I came up with. And I finished building this house and decided to connect it with this little brick area, so have more room for this one house. And I thought, what should be here? Because a house can't fit there, obviously. So I decided to build stairs that go up and have it go to like the next floor or something like that. But it also has this kind of like a New York stair. I don't know, but that's how I'm gonna make it to where you can go to the next floor. Alright, so we're back for another progress check, and you can see that there's a new house on top. Now, I wasn't originally this cyan house up here was going to be concrete, but it standed out too much, so I kind of toned it down with cyan wool. So if we go here now, here's like a downstairs horse area, I don't know, ground floor. We go over here, Now this, I want this to be like a meeting area for all the members that live in this tower. Still don't know what to do with this area though, because it's so small. Including that when I went back here, you can see that it's very plain. So I added this kind of like a trapdoor thing. Don't worry. Still in the one chunk area. And I added this ladder, but because I can't have a trap door here, if I put a ladder, you just jump and you get in. Also decided to add some hay bale. Now originally this area here was going to be like another house, but who's gonna live in a 6x2? We crawl up here, or walk up here I should say, and you can see that you can't go up, but if you crouch you can go up. So it's like you can just tell that it's a very crowded place already. And over here, this is the first place with grass on the tower. So we walk over here, we go inside, and boom. But what about this area, you may ask? What about this spruce log area? Oh, well this is a little fun one. And I had also found something out that's very interesting. So we go up here, and this is the little area. But something that I figured out on accident is that this trapdoor, for some reason, counts as a ladder. No trapdoor. Hold on, let's get a trapdoor real quick. For some reason, Minecraft thinks that this ladder, or this trapdoor, is a ladder. I tried going with another one, but then it starts actually counting as like a block. So if you want to use that for some reason, there you go. I don't know why, but it just counts as a ladder. So back here, I have no idea what to do with this thing. I might have to try to like reinforce it so that it can withstand the pressure that's going to be up here. And I think I might make it to like up here just to show that it's a little bit tall, but not just like a block of just houses. Yeah, I think I might have to do that. I'd almost forgotten to record, but I've done some stuff. So I realized that how are we gonna get heat? Because I know that not every house is going to have a furnace. So I decided to go to the ground floor and build 2 blast furnaces. And on the outside here, we have this massive chimney. And originally it was just polished andesite, but I decided to put stairs just to give it some sort of feel for it instead of it just being a flat surface. Then over here, decided to just, what would I put there? There's honestly nothing I could put there, so I just kind of put a stone wall. And as we get up here, you can see that we have 2 new houses. Well, we already have the sign house, but you can see that we have this new house over here. And I'm not putting a roof or like a finished roof on any of these, just because I know that there's gonna be structures that are based or like supported on these roofs. So I'm not putting a full roof. But now I've put myself in a predicament because I no longer know how I'm going to go up to the next floor. Because here, boom, I have stairs that go from here to here. But now we have this problem where, yeah, there was stairs, but I can no longer do that because of this house. And I can't just build a stair that's right here. Well, actually, I might be able to do that. Now, I could use ladders, but they're ladders. They're boring. I don't want to go up a ladder to go to the next floor. I want to use stairs. I want to walk up. I don't want to climb. Alright, so I'm back from doing some more progress. I'm not going to say a little because this is more than little. But here you can see that we're taking that kind of shape. That it's kind of like a tower. But it's not. It looks like it's built by hand, sort of. So up here, my idea was like, well, we need water, right? We need to stay hydrated. You know, hydration 100. And what better place but to have it at the very top? Because like water, because I don't think when I started building this, I didn't have the idea of oh yeah, this thing is built like in this century. It was like last, I don't know, but this is how it looks. And because we don't have water pumps yet, we're just gonna use gravity to bring water around the whole building or the whole tower. So we go up here, crouch, then here are the stairs. I don't think I showed these last time. So here are the stairs, and here they just barely fit. I was originally gonna put it here, but I don't know, it just would look weird. So I kind of cut into this corn silo. Then we went up here, and I used this house's ceiling or roof as like the next floor. So now we can connect this house, which had no previous entrance, and now I need to figure out some way to get a building right here. And then I think I might be done. It still looks too small. I want it to go like just a little above the water tower, so we still have a little more ahead of us. Alright, so I've done a lot more progress because I'm too lazy to record. So here we left off, made a pathway, and I decided that it's, how should I say, it's such a coincidence that it was a 2x2 area that allowed me to do these stairs. And I would say that it feels like a lot more crowded, but up here we walk up, and here is like the other tower, or like the building where a person stays. Then we go over here, and this is how you enter into this building or this house. Now, I'm not too proud of this area right here because it feels just like boxy, but that's not the point. Like, yeah, it's boxy, but it was made by these people who made the rest of all this. So, I mean, it fits in. So, I'm just gonna keep it like this. Also, I decided to take this design of the spruce stairs from this little guy down here and the orange roof. Now, originally, I was gonna put blocks out here, but then I realized that I can't do that. So I had to kind of cut that off, or like cut this extra part that was out here off. I'm pretty much done. All I have to do is finish the chimney, put lights, maybe put a little more scenery around in some parts of the tower, and then I'm done. And boom, finished build in one chunk. Let's go ahead and make sure that each of these don't have any blocks. Alright, let's see here. Alright, so there's none in here, none in here, none in here, none in here. Boom. Done. We did it. We did it in one chunk. So now it's time for the cinematic. No, I'm just kidding. But this is what I did. Kind of gives me like Encanto vibes. But this is my basically my village as a tower. It's not much, but it's the vibe it gives off. Yeah. That is totally not an excuse.